Yo, it's your boy Jack. We're here today with another video. In today's video, we're going to be reviewing the Biomes O Plenty mod. And before we get into this video, I'm just going to say I have a little bit of a cold, so if I sound a little stuffy or something, it's probably because of that. But hopefully you won't be able to notice. I don't know, but we're going to get right into this mod. As you can see, I am in my little... I took a vacation out to the wilderness of the jungle, and this is where I got a little lonely, and I decided I would review this mod. Now, before we get into the mod, please remember, if you're enjoying this video, to leave a like, and if you want to see more from the squad, please subscribe. With that being said, let's get into the mod. So as this may be called the Biomes O Plenty mod, it has a lot more than just biomes. These people took to the next level. They didn't just make new biomes, different color trees. They made a whole bunch of different color blocks, and I got a bunch of them. Not just different colors, but different purposes. Got a bunch of them, and this isn't even all of it. So I'm just going to start right over here with all these biomes. This is not all the biomes. I'm just gonna say that. This is not all the biomes. So we're just going to start over here in the bog section. So basically you just see like the new flowers and little things in the water and stuff like that, which we'll see some of that later in the review. The next biome is the Grove biome. So it's basically like a little kind of, I don't know, like a little plain with all these really cool looking trees that are like spikes. And there's dark oak, and there's also birch, and there's also like different flowers and different stuff on the ground to make it all look nice and pretty. The third biome we're going to look at is, this is the plains biome, but we're going to look at the Fuji forest biome. So it's basically like giant trees. Looks like jungle trees, but without vines. These are ivy. And so that's basically what this looks like. And then this little plains biome over here looks different, I guess, because it's kind of connected here. And I think it looks really awesome. So the third biome we're going to be looking at, or fourth, I don't even know, is the chaparral biome. And it's basically like plains with little bushes. If you've ever been to like trying to think, like I think maybe like Arizona and New Mexico or South Dakota. South Dakota, that's what I'm thinking of. South Dakota, I've been there, and it's got places like this where it's just plains with like bushes. So that's what I thought of whenever I saw this. The fifth biome we're going to be looking at is the dense forest, which is basically like a bunch of these huge trees. It's got some coarse dirt on the floor, and the dense forest continues even past the coarse dirt, and so it's just like, it's a huge forest. And just think if you combine this with the Most Creatures mod, and it would just be so cool if you had like trees or birds flying around these trees, and it would make it really come alive. The fifth biome we're going to be looking at is the deciduous biome. I think I'm pronouncing that right. This looks like there's a little bug with the water, but just ignore that for a second. And it's got these really cool trees, which I think are just oak. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's just oak wood. But it's got these really cool trees, and it looks nice. Like, it looks kind of like fall time ish, in my opinion. So yeah, the seventh biome is a canyon ravine, and this is like, this biome just pops out. It's like, I'm different from the rest, because the other ones weren't that different. These trees look so cool. I don't know what it is. They just look really cool and unique. And look at this mountain. This thing is huge. Like, that's sea level. This thing is absolutely massive. It looks like it kind of flattens out up here and then just goes straight back down the other side, and then down here is kind of the rest of it. And I just think this looks amazing. The eighth biome is the steppe, I think is what it's called. S-T-E-P-P-E. Don't know if I pronounced that right, but this biome is this is apparently grass. This is grass block. I couldn't believe it when I selected it, but it's changed the colors of the biome, so it's just like, I don't know, it's like a desert-ish kind of thing. It looks really cool. In the last biome, you actually saw a glimpse of it in the beginning, is right over there, the bamboo forest. This is one of my favorites, just because at first I was flying around. I'll show you a nice view from the sky. Looks really cool. I was flying around, and I looked at the biome, and it said bamboo forest. I didn't really get why until I looked down here, and they're all bamboo, and that's so cool. Like, I was just taken off guard, and it looks really awesome. Again, combine this with Mo creatures, you could have panda bears walking around in here, and it would just be sweet. So moving on, we have these. There's a bunch of ores. I probably should have put them over there with the cave, but I just didn't. I was building this first. The first one is amethyst, which I don't know why, but you can only find it in the end. I guess it kind of gives the end more of a purpose, and actually it does give the end a huge purpose. Whoa, hold the phone. Hold the phone. But Whoa. I had a bunch of stuff here. It's gone. Dang it. Dang it! Alright, we'll fix that later. I have no idea why I had a bunch of item sign things and armor stands. I was showing a bunch of cool stuff. I was like, do that, dang it! But let's just continue on for a little bit. So there's the amethyst, ruby, peridot, which is this one right here, topaz, which is this awesome like orange colored looking one, tanzanite. Never heard of that one before, but I mean, you know, it's rocking the like 80s block things. Malachite, which is this one, and sapphire, which is my birthstone, and so I was really happy to see that. And then also amber, which reminds me of Jurassic Craft. I'm just saying, I forgot I was doing this review. I thought I was doing Jurassic Craft there for a second. And there's all of the respective blocks that come whenever you do the normal thing and you put it in the crafting table and you make the blocks. And actually, I also had armor stands up here showing the ores, which I'll have to go grab those. Alright, so we have, wow, come on! So now we have amethyst, ruby. These are all of the little ore things that you get. Petroid, topaz, I can't ever pronounce this. Tanzanite. There we go. Malachite, sapphire, and amber. So these, I like how they all look cool, like different. They all look different and cool. So it kind of adds a little flavor to your Minecraft world. Then these are large bone segments, and there's a medium bone segment and also a small bone segment, and I did a pitiful job at making a sort of ribcage thing. You can do a lot better than this, trust me. If you're doing it, you'll probably look a lot better. I just threw this up really quick. I was running out of space, and so I just put these up here. And then moving on, this is not, I don't think this is how they normally spawn, but I just kind of threw different elements from trees together just to show you the pinecone pear, the sacred oak. That's not what I'm showing you. I'm showing you the peach, persimmon. So these are basically just things that can hang from the tops of trees that I was like, oh, I need to show these somewhere, and I just built a tree to show you it. Moving on for that, these are all the different woods, and there are a lot. So here, these are all the woods and all the planks that go along with them, except this one doesn't have a plank because this is dead wood. Then this one right here is mahogany. I'm going to butcher this. Jacaranda. Hellbark. Pine wood. Ooh, pine. About time. I never really thought. I guess they have spruce. They're not pine trees. Willow wood. Redwood. I love how it says redwood wood. That's funny. Sacred oak wood. Cherry wood. Dark wood. Oh, that's cool. Fir wood. Ethereal wood. Oh, so they might have an ethereal dimension. That's another thing I was gonna bring up. I didn't find any, but there's like sort of different trees, like I just showed, and different mobs that suggest that there could be an entire new biome in this mod, and you will have to download it and figure it out for yourself. Motivation, right? And so after that, let's see, where were we? We were on ethereal, right? And then there's magic wood, which is again hinting at a new biome. Mangrove wood and palm wood. So these are all, and then obviously these are just the planks that you get from crafting these. And then there is also hive block, empty honeycomb block. They're both hive. I could have sworn when I put this down, this one said honeycomb block, and then also hive. So apparently these are all the same. I'm suspicious, but those are just blocks that you can find like in trees. They're basically for bees and stuff. And there's also wasp. There was a wasp mob there, but it took it out. Jeez. And then here I'm just showing a few of the different kind of terrain blocks. First one being salty. I'll call it salty grass block, sandy grass block, smoldering, spectral, long grass, which is obviously, you know, long grass. And then this overgrown netherrack is going to be in the nether. That's going to look cool. We'll get into that in a second. I think I just got poisoned by something that was behind me. You look suspicious. I'm watching you. We also have origin grass block and flesh, which is... it was near the terrain, so I thought I'd put it here. And then there's also different kind of fungus, toadstool, flat mushroom, glow shroom, that probably glows, blue milk cap, and also I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. Just do it yourself. And there were some other ones that I couldn't get to place. I didn't know what they placed on, so that's another surprise you can have. And these are a bunch of flower types, which this one is the one that withered me, and also some bamboo, like you saw in the biome. And you can see these dotted out throughout biomes. And you know, some of them are even in caves. There's one over there in that cave section that that is in a cave, so you'll see those in caves as well. These are a bunch of saplings, and I'm not going to go over each and every name because that would take way too long, and I'm sure you don't really care. But here are a bunch of saplings. Now, at the moment, when you grow these with bone meal, they all turn to oak trees, or at least most of the ones that I've tried. Or actually, all the ones that I've tried have turned into bone meal. So that's probably something that the mod creator is probably still working on. But you can find these trees in your world, and there are a bunch of them, and they look really cool. Also, with all the woods, you can make doors, just, you know, like so. You can just craft it just like a normal door. And these are all the different doors, which are basically normal doors, just colored differently. So if you have like a blue house, or if you have a red house, you want to put a blue door on it. And if you have a blue house, which your neighbors to the red house, and you put a red door on the blue house. You get it? Oh, it would be sweet. Someone please make that. Please. Maybe I'll just make it. I don't know. Let's see, we have red and blue wood. Red and blue wood. Now, stay tuned to the end of the video. I'll probably make that. Stay tuned. But moving. Okay, hold on. I gotta fix this. I'll be right back. I think it was 4. Wait, it's like they're still. Hold on. Oh, there they are. Oh, thank goodness. That would have been horrible if I would have had to redo all of that. That was weird. I don't know why I did that. But moving on to some of the armor type blocks, there are some flippers which you can put on, and that basically will allow you to just go faster underwater. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. There's also, I think, wading boots. I didn't show them because they're basically the same as flippers, except it only works in knee-high water. There is a suit of muddy armor. Let me just take all this from you. Which just looks like the. Okay, that didn't work. There we go. It looks like this. Kind of covers up your face. It looks like it's muddy. I don't really know how he thought of muddy armor, but I think it's cool. You can get it from, you know, muddy stuff. Let's just see how you craft it from mud balls, which I'm sure you get from mud blocks. There's also, as I said, the amethyst over here. This is in the end, and I was wondering, I was like, why is it in the end? Because you can make armors and tools out of it, so you kind of have to go to the end, give you some, give me that, no, there we go, give you some motivation to go, and I'm just going to check and see really quick how much armor this gives you. Full armor, so kind of like diamond armor, and obviously you just craft it with ender amethyst. So give you some motivation to stay in the end a little bit longer because you work so hard to get there, and then you just leave when you're done. So this will kind of keep you going back. There's also things like flower bands, and I'm just gonna take that off. I'm done. Okay, that was the flower band. There are also actually, you know what? I'll go on to there in a second. I'm gonna go on over to some of the items here, starting with the 2 new mobs, which are the wasp, which makes little buzzy sounds. Turn my computer up. Hear it? Okay. Make sounds. So there it was. I don't know where he went. Oh, there he is. Hi. He's probably pretty hostile. There's also, this is the one that I was saying could hint to more dimensions. The pixies, which make little dinging sounds. I want to see that dimension, guys. I'm pretty sure it's there. If I turn it to night, I'm pretty sure they will glow. Yeah, they'll glow. Oh man, I gotta look. I gotta do some more research on this, because that would be really cool looking if there were just like these little things flying everywhere. Because I mean, you know, there probably is. I'm sure there is. He put a lot of work into this mod, so I'm sure that exists. Just realized I kind of like rambled on a bit there. I don't even know what I was talking about. We'll put that behind us. There are jars which you can make by crafting with glass, and you get 3 empty jars. And with that, you can like fill it with honey. That's how you extract the honey from the supposed hive block. I'm looking at you. Take it from the honey. I'm actually just gonna test that right now. I'll show you guys. So you get your empty jar, come over to the honey right here, and it okay, maybe not. The links to the pages, okay? You can look it up for yourself. Jeez. What is it with rain? Someone's trying to rain on my parade. Puns! Next thing I'm going to look at is a weapon, which is the dart blower, and the poison dart, and also the regular dart, which the dart can be crafted with some river cane, thorns, and a feather, which you find these in various biomes. Poison dart, poison extract jar, which can become from an empty jar, and you craft it with poison ivy. So you probably actually craft that into a jar, and also a regular dart. And so basically what this does is it just throws darts. And I'm gonna find these chickens that want to be ducks. You throw it, poison dart, poisons them, and if you don't have a poison dart in your inventory, it'll just throw regular darts. But if you have an upgraded dart, that's whenever it throws the upgraded dart by default. And I'm pretty sure there's no way to change that. And this is a pixie jar, so you can basically just go to those pixies, which I think that's what they were called, pixie, right? Yeah, pixies. And you can just right-click them with the jar to basically take them. There's also 2 new music discs, fruit salad. Now it comes with 4 different new types of salad, or this isn't salad, but this is a bowl of rice, which can be crafted with a bowl, and some wild rice, which again can be found in the biomes. The item dot salad shroom. I'm pretty sure that's just supposed to say salad shroom, but whatever. Comes with a blue milk cap, toadstool, and a portobello, and a bowl. Get yourself one of those, and you obviously eat these. The salad veggie comes with potato, carrot, and wild carrots to craft that. And fruit salad is a berry, a melon, an apple, and a bowl, and that's how you get one of those. Moving on to one of the more interesting parts is they have a mud line of tools. So mud scythe, which they also have new scythes all over. Let me just scroll down and find some. There they are. Everything has this new scythe, which is basically helping you to harvest crops. Muddy sword, muddy pickaxe, muddy axe, muddy shovel, and muddy hoe. Which this is 4 attacks, so it's basically a wooden sword. 2, 3, 1. Ooh, that's not very effective. And then there's nothing on the hoe. Then moving on to the amethyst line of materials, of tools. That's the word. They are very strong, stronger than diamond. They do more damage than diamond because obviously you have to go to the end and to get them. So that's them. Now before we go on over to the cave, I think it's time for the cave, right? Yeah, we've covered everything else. Before we go into the cave sort of area, I'm just going to show you 2 other things. First off, there are these 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's 5 of these new kind of vine blocks. The first one being the flowering vines. Second one is ivy. Third one is moss. Fourth one is tree moss. And 5th one is wisteria. So more flowers. Now, there is a new block called mud, which is probably where you get the whole mud thing, the mud balls. I told you, you crafted from mud. Jeez. And then there's also quicksand. So if you stand in quicksand, as expected, you get stuck. You can't jump. You can't get out. There's no way out. Unless, you know, maybe you break the block or something. But you basically go down as far down, and there's a block right underneath this. So I didn't die. But this one to my right, or my left if it's my character, there is another sandstone block underneath that. So I will continue to sink until I'm going black, guys. I can hardly breathe anymore, and I die a slow and painful death by drowning in quicksand. Now, I told you that there were some flowers in the miners kind of section, which is why I've named this. That is the Miners Delight is the one I put here. Also, another thing that you will find in your caves are these, not stone, well, you will find stones, stalagmites and stalactites on the top and bottom of your caves. That you can walk through them. They aren't going to get in your way of exploring or anything, so that's kind of nice. There's also a new block called ash, which can be crafted with piles of ash. And there are also, I just kind of use these bone block things, bone segments. I'm gonna turn that down. No one wants to hear you, Portal. But these, I just kind of showed you other things you can do with them. And there's also, good thing I put that there, I wouldn't have seen it, roots, which can hang from the ceilings inside of caves as long as it is on dirt. Now, there's also a few new blocks that kind of revolve around the underground world. One is Celestial Crystal, which glows. One is Biome Essence. Ugh, wow. Biome Essence Ore. Ash Stone, which I can only imagine you get ashes from or something. You mine it, you get the ash thing, and then you make the stone. And then there's also a Crag Rock, which, this one. celestial crystal you get from these crystals. Ooh, cool. Then there's also limestone, siltstone, and slate with their respective little polished versions, which it's not letting me check really quick. I'm gonna gotta grab something really quick. So my little not enough items mod, there you go. Go look that up right now. Not enough items. Couldn't like detect how to craft this, so I'm gonna see if they have the feature. No, they don't. Okay, so currently all the polished kind of blocks are not craftable, and so you know the mod is still got a little bit of work, but overall it's amazing. So go check out this mod for yourself. Link will be in the description. And if you want to see more of the squad, then please consider subscribing. We do like, you know, Minecraft stuff. We do like mini games and mod reviews and stuff like that. So if you like that kind of stuff, then please consider subscribing. Last but not least. Oh wait, actually I forgot. Like the video. Last but not least, squad out. See ya later. Bye. Oh, that's creepy. Alright, that's creepy, yo. I don't like it. Checking my back, I got claws right behind me. I was like, oh, ooh, spooky.